Hi, today we are going to talk about quadratic function. Then we have to talk about the general formula of the quadratic function. F of x function of x equal ax to the power of 2 plus bx plus c. Here, if a is greater than 0, then this parabola, this function or the graph of the function will be the parabola like that, opened upward like the first shape. So it will be like that, opened upward. When a is less than 0 will be like the second shape opened upward. So the shape of the quadratic function called parabola. Now vertex. Vertex is the peak of the parabola. So it's the minimum value, this point, or the maximum value at which the parabola changes its direction. Here it's going down, down, decrease, decrease, decrease. Then at this point it go up like this. It go up, then it goes down. So the parabola in the first shape, this point, which is -3 at x and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a -3 and -7 in the first shape. -3 and -7. So in the second shape, the parabola is where the parabola is going up and downward. Then this is the vertex, which is -1 and 1. -1 and 1. Axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry, it's the axis where it splits the parabola into two similar shapes. So it should pass through the vertex. From here, this is the axis of symmetry. It's a line which divides the parabola into two similar parts like this. So it will be an equation where x, for the first shape, x equals -3. This is the line called the axis of symmetry. For the second shape, okay, x should pass through this point to make similar parts. Then it will be x equals -1. The y-intercept, it's point that the curve would meet with the y-axis. Here it's point where the curve intersects the y-axis at 2. So y-intercept here. So here y equal 2. For the second shape, it meets at 0 like this. This is y-intercept. So and then second shape y equals 0. For x-intercepts, it's the points that the curve will intersect with x-axis. The first shape will meet at here, which is almost -6, and here it's almost 0. Also in the second shape, 0 and -2. Here it's 0, x-intercept, and here, so it will be x equals 0 and x equals -2. We know that we have two x-intercepts, but only one y-intercept. Now we are talking about the minimum and maximum value. We before talk about vertex, so it's the peak of the parabola. So to get minimum or maximum, it depends on the vertex. So in this shape, if the shape is opened upward or A is positive, like the first shape, then minimum value, it will be minimum value, not negative, not maximum value. So minimum value is what? In the first shape, it's -7. -7. But in the second shape, we have it's open downward, so we have maximum value, which is 1. Maximum value is 1. So here is maximum, and the first shape is minimum. Now, the domain and range. Domain of parabola or domain of the quadratic function is the values is x. So can be any value. So is the domain of the any parabola equal r. So domain is r. And the second shape also domain will be r. Now let's talk about the range. The range is the value of y. We started from the minimum value to the maximum value. It's clear that the minimum value for the first shape is here. So y will start at -7, then goes up to infinity. So y will be greater than or equal -7. But the domain of the second shape, this one, will be from -infinity to 1. So from -infinity to 1, so y will be less than or equal 1. We can write the domain in another way, which is -7 as an interval to infinity, and here will be -infinity till 1. It's the same way. Thanks for watching.